Hello everyone. I'm gonna try and make this video as brief as I possibly can, but I have some stuff to talk about, so thank you for sticking through to the end of the video if you want to catch up on everything Archico Productions. First off, just to, if you can't stay and watch the whole video, just some information about the Indiegogo. Yeah, as some of you may have seen, I've posted about canceling the Indiegogo. I refunded currently any purchases of perks of anything, which weren't that many, but I did refund them, so they should be refunded in a couple of days. And the whole reason for canceling the Indiegogo was, and I don't even know, some of you might not even be aware, be aware that we even had one, but it was for our feature film, Fun-Size Pieces of Sharp Candy, which has been a project that's long been, it was a series that I started trying to do, and then I had the idea to do a movie version of it, and we launched the Indiegogo about 2 months ago for $2,000, and thus far we had raised $105 in the Indiegogo. Finishes in, I think, less than a week. So I kind of just decided that it's not really worth taking anybody's money. It doesn't, I really appreciate anybody who shared the Indiegogo or bought a perk, but unfortunately, being so far away from our goal, it makes no sense to keep anybody's money or even do the Indiegogo. So that's kind of where we are with that. I really tried my damnedest to promote it, get the artwork out there, get some features, on certain websites, and I even did some ads and everything and promoted those. But unfortunately, despite, I think, having like some eyes on it, it didn't really generate any interest, and that's kind of where we're at. I know times are kind of tough, and hopefully things will change. And I know there's a few other Indiegogos out there that were raising some money, and they did well, and I mean, they do have a fan base, and Archico Productions really doesn't. I'm not, we have a very small fan base, and I'm grateful to each and every one of you. But unfortunately, it's just, I've been at this for 10 years, and we just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which has been a dream of mine since I first started sorry, that was my car. Since I first started the channel back out of high school. And so it's not a small number to me, but having taken so long to get there, while juggling, other jobs and things like that to pay the bills, it's been a long decade to get there. So I'm grateful and everything, but unfortunately, I've kind of just decided to take a step back from filmmaking for a while. I'm still got other things that I'm working on with like friends and stuff like that, but for Archico Productions itself, the Fun Size movie, I still want to complete it. I just don't know when that is, and in my mind, it's kind of like when it gets done, it'll get done. If it gets done, I still want it to get done, but I mostly do a lot of this by myself, and unfortunately, it was easier when I was single, but now I've been with my fiance for 6 years now, and we really kind of need to start focusing on the rest of our lives and figuring out a home and money, and just kind of being smart about some things. So unfortunately, I don't have the money to pour into this project like I would normally, or yeah, so that's kind of the explanation for all of that. I might put out something on our YouTube channel here and there. I just know that the past 2 months, trying to do this Indiegogo and film the video for that, and even this video itself, I've been meaning to shoot this for a week, and I keep forgetting about it, and it kept getting pushed back, and I kept not knowing when I'd have the time, and having to do this or that, or go to this job and this. So now I'm filming it in my car before I have to go to work, and yeah, that's it. Like I said, still might do some YouTube videos. I started a new show called Short Candy, which I did an episode for Halloween. Some of you may have seen it. If not, it's on our YouTube channel. So there might be some more of those, because those are relatively easy and doable. But just for the time being, just these bigger projects, I just can't focus on them anymore and devote the time and the money to it. I think we've had a hell of a run doing the Sharp Candy Show and our feature, The Things We Bloom, which is out through Gravitas Ventures. And then we also did The Demon of Sterling, which was a long year and a half to make, and that's out on Tubi. And we tried doing a Blu-ray release, tried finding distribution for that, tried doing a film festival run, and unfortunately it just didn't do well. So, you know, all that time and money, and not that I'm in it for the money, I promise you I'm not, but all that stuff kind of starts to matter, you know, for the past couple of months with Sharp Candy and Demon of Sterling and Baron Von Laufel's Halloween Spookathon, which is our first feature, which is actually on Screenbox now, which is pretty awesome. No joke, I think I've got $15 revenue from all of those combined. Like, if I logged into my account right now, I'd have $15 from all of those, like combined, not $15 each. So, you know, we just don't have the viewership, and you know, it's tough. It's tough. I'm not a techno guy. I'm not techno, the music. I'm not a tech guy. I don't know anything really about promoting oneself on social media beyond what I do, and I don't really have an interest in it. And I know that's part of the game nowadays, but I just don't have the interest in it. I'm kind of an old man when it comes to that stuff. Like, I just want to be a filmmaker, and let someone else, you know, figure out how to get the movie out there. And that said, you know, that's probably where I need to learn some stuff and figure some things out and grow and try and enhance what we can do with Archico. So that's kind of where everything's at. I really appreciate anyone who gave to the Indiegogo, who shared it. If the movie still comes out at some point, I'm going to honor everything I said that I would honor, you know, like giving people free shirts or Blu-rays for sharing posts and whatnot. So that's, I'm true to my word on that. It's just got to have the movie to do that, and it's going to be a bit, but yeah. So thank you for everyone who's followed Archico Productions for as long as they have, even if it was just yesterday. Like I said, getting to 1,000 subscribers meant a lot to me. And honestly, even though I know this isn't the end of my filmmaking journey, it's just a hiatus. Even if it was the end, I would be extremely satisfied with what I've been able to do and all the friendships I've made and the fans we've gathered along the way. It's truly been awesome. And I'm going to take this time to focus more on family and just kind of setting up the next decade of my life for success, because it has been a rocky journey through my 20s. I'm almost 30, which I know there's still all the time left in the world, but I don't want it to be as up and down. And I know there's only so much of that you can control in life, but I want to just try and make sure I'm as well prepared as possible moving forward. And I'm going to focus more on my writing career, which is something I've always wanted to do, which that doesn't pay the bills either, folks. So I think out of all my Sharp Candy books and other books that I've done over the years that I've self-published, I think I've maybe sold like 15 copies, if that. So again, I'm not snuffing my nose at that. Like, I appreciate even just one person who's bought and read one of my books, but you know, sometimes it's hard to, it gets hard to justify doing all this stuff and spreading myself so thin when I don't, you know, other than my own personal joy and success that I feel in completing each project, it's hard to justify the continuation of doing it. So I had to pick what I wanted to continue working on and pouring my passion into, and that is writing. And I wrote a book recently, and I'm hoping to find a way to get that published traditionally. So that's going to be kind of my focus moving forward. And so if you want to join me on that journey, please follow me on Amazon, my author page. Keep up to date with our Instagram and YouTube channel. I'm sure I'll post stuff here and there. And I think I've covered everything. Thank you for sticking around for the 10 minutes to listen to this. You know, there's a lot that goes into trying to be a filmmaker in this world. When I grew up, or when I first started my YouTube channel, we had Facebook and everything, but social media wasn't what it is now. Like, I remember it was kind of like a cool thing, like, whoa, you have a YouTube channel? What do you do? What kind of videos do you make? And now everybody has a YouTube channel. Everybody's making content, and everybody's a filmmaker to some degree. So it's kind of hard to stand out. And I think the real failure is when you stop trying, or when you give up. And so that's why this isn't me necessarily giving up. It's just re-strategizing, and I'm sure I'll come back around to it. It's just right now I need to step away. So thank you, everyone. I hope you stay safe. I hope you chase your passions and your dreams, and continue to give each other grace. Forgive one another. I know it's hard. I know we're human. I know it's I falter all the time too, but there really is a beauty in being able to forgive one another, and just drive in the slow lane for a little while and like forgive others. It really does do wonders for the soul if you believe in that kind of thing. But anyways, thank you, and I'll be seeing you. God bless.